All right, Shalom Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, glory, and fear to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Hakodash. Also, I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, who I learned this truth from. And as always, peace and love to the Lord's hopeful elect. Back at it through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, prophesy the downfall of Babylon the Great, the so-called United States, man. And here we find ourselves in the midst of prophecy. There's a lot, two major things like happen, a lot of major things, man. But the MOTB, man, the mark of the beast, is a hot topic, and the race war is a hot topic, and rumors of wars is a hot topic. All these are prophetic events that the Lord say will happen before his second coming. So in relation to the MOTB spoken of in the book of Revelation, man, we understand that this man is getting ready to implement a device, all right, or come out with a device, and without you having that device inside of you, you won't be able to buy or sell the RFID microchip. Now, I came across this article in Thin Shots. It says, how close are we to universal basic income? Man, there's a lot of talk, and that's why the Lord has us on these watchtowers, because I've seen articles of them doing these trial runs, and guess who they have a lot doing the trial runs? Eve. They'll give her universal income, a certain amount of money a month, just for existing, as a test to see how it goes, how they respond to it, what they buy with it, because they're tracking all these things, man. So we believe through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shah, this is kind of where they're going. You got the AI technology going crazy. It's moving at a very fast rate, and you also have this robotic technology. Hell, the robots have been here, the industrial revolution, man. All that shit is just coming even more advanced now. It's becoming more advanced to the point where these people are no longer needed to do these jobs. So in order to have society continue, they're probably going to actually have to start this universal income. And guess what? It's by design. They have the money. The Rothschilds and these folks like that, man, they have enough money to pay people, everybody, millions of dollars a day. You know what I'm saying? If not millions, definitely a lot of money, hundreds of thousands of dollars a day. But I mean, I don't think there's any real earthly limit to their the wealth that the Lord let them attain through their wickedness, man. All right, but it says, in today's fish fin shots, we explore whether the AI revolution will finally turn universal basic income (UBI) from a utopian dream into an economic reality. So it says, back in 1516, English philosopher Thomas More wrote a book called Utopia. In it, he posed a simple question. See, this is a definition for utopia. A utopia is an imagined community or society that possesses highly desirable or nearly perfect qualities for its citizens. The New World Order. This is what it's all about, man. They want to, and it's all about design from Yahweh Shah now, but they want to throw this place into complete chaos in a whole bunch of different ways, keep us very dependent, so then they could come in with the solution and look like the hero, right? You already remember the Lord say, in your right hand or in your forehead, you see, if you're watching, that microchip in that so remember, he looked like a black dude, and he also just Elon's Musk technology, the things that's happening in China. I've read an article about these new semiconductors in relation to faster microchips. There's a lot of microchip talk right now, but again, that's their goal, is to have a utopia. They want to have a new world order. They want to make a new order of the ages, right, of the world. So they got to make chaos and then form their own order out of that chaos. And the order that they want is to have everybody in line, in submission, bowing to them and taking the mark and the image, okay, of the beast, of their system, of their collective powers. This is what the Lord has revealed unto us, man. So you see these articles and things like that, and you see these real-time events happening. Well, this is prophetic. This is what the Lord was telling us, man. And come on, bro, they're gonna do it. What you think them stimulus checks was about? all of a sudden. I'm talking about we was in the midst of some financial dire straits right before that happened, and then dun dun dun, because it wasn't that pandemic going on, so people was in need of money, man. I'm talking about when it first got popped off. Now people had got used to manipulating the system, especially Jake with them PPP loans. But initially when people were getting fired, and what I mean, it was a mess out here. And then they came da-da-da-da, all of a sudden $1,500 checks yesterday. $5 bill, and in the mail. You know how they do, man. Please, they're just giving away money now. All right, but hey, these are signs of the time. All right, and it goes on to say, in it, he posted a simple question. Yeah, what if people steal not because they're criminals, but because they're desperate? If hunger and poverty are pushing people towards crime, and honestly, that's not it. Because look at Esau Edom. He got more money than he could handle. Literally tubs and tubs full of it if he wanted to manifest it into the paper money. And he could have tubs and tubs and tubs and bathe in nothing but dollar, $100 bills all the days of his life, but still want to unalive people, still want to mark and chip. Dude, I kind of started, I couldn't handle it, man. I didn't, man, but I kind of started like dipping my toe back in examining the Rothschilds family, how much wealth they do have, these castles and shit. I went back and briefly went in some of those parties, from the 1970s, those masquerade parties, and it's intense, man. They oh man, them folks got some money right there, man. They got some, them folks got some worldly money, man. So it shows you, man, that the spirit of wickedness will, and that's what the Lord teaches us. He came to steal, kill, and destroy. That's Esau Edom, man. You can have all the money in the world, and the Lord has revealed this, and you'll still want to unalive even your own people in the name of being like Yahweh Shema Shah, So again, if hunger and poverty are pushing people toward crime, he argued, wouldn't it make more sense to ensure everyone had the means to survive in the first place? Absolutely. Our laws, the statutes, and commandments deal with how we treat the homeless. So yeah, it should be. The problem is that the people mourn when the wicked are in rule. So that's what's happening. Even Esau Edom own people, you low level Edomites, 9 to 5 type, quote unquote, you guys are mourning because your own leaders, your own people are truly insane. They're wicked. That, you know what I mean? wouldn't it make yeah wouldn't it make more sense to ensure everyone had the means to survive? So that's absolutely right, but it's supposed to be in the spirit of decency. It's supposed to be in the spirit of righteousness. It's supposed to be in the spirit of the right people are ruling, and right now the wrong people. All right, the wicked is in rulership, so the people mourn. His own people. Everybody else is complaining because it's not producing longevity. It's not producing happiness. Sure, what he is doing is giving you a facade of happiness by the mirth, the folly, the basketball, the football. Okay, and that's it, man. Everything else is a harsh reality. Your stomach is starting to get a little smaller. Your wallet is getting a little smaller. Your family getting a little bit more angrier and things like that. It's all by design, man. So in righteousness, that's how it's gonna be, man. But right now, the wicked is in rulership, so everybody don't have the means to survive, man. It should be no reason. If y'all got these mega stadiums, there should nobody be homeless in the winter, dog. You know what type of effed up world. Now, I mean, people got spirits on them. Some of them are very bugged out there talking to themselves. They got spirits, and the drugs don't help either. But there's still a way to go about being decent in society. Like, I've worked in the food industry when I got out the military. That's not what I did in the military, by the way, but I did. The Lord let me gain some humility and have me some labor time serving people and things like that. I worked at a bunch of kitchens. I worked at a community, a retirement community and things like that. I worked at an army hospital in the cafeteria, shit like that. And now at the community, it was more like a private kitchen. So Miss Lucy, she was a little Edomite. She was on point. She worked with nothing but Jake in there, nothing but Jake women and Jake and three Jake men, and little white lady. And she was cool, man. Um, but we was allowed to take food home. In the food industry, like when it comes to like the big corporations and shit like that, big restaurants, man, they are legally not allowed to like give that food away. They have to throw it away. What type of bullshit is that? And you'll see these videos of people like dumpster diving, man, the food be perfectly good. It's just the food that they didn't finish serving for that day, and they will throw it out. And I have seen it with my own eyes. All right, at shit in especially at that hospital for sure, man. And they got money. This is an army hospital, big one, and I'm talking about pans and pans of food that we're throwing away, just perfectly good food. And we would try to give it away. People, we didn't give a damn. I ain't one of them Jake that hoard food. Like, whatever you need some extra whatever, I don't care. It's not mine, dude. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, that's the spirit of wickedness that is Babylon the Great. The fact that it's illegal, damn near. I don't know if it's like by law, but I wouldn't put it past them that you cannot give that food away to anybody. Your damn co-workers, your workers. All right, let's say you're the manager. No, see, we was able to do that in Lucy Kitchen because it was more like a private kitchen. It was her little show. But like in the industry, the food industry for real, bro, I'm telling you, I work that they will make you throw that shit out and then have a serious problem if you try to sneak a plate out, bro. Like for real, you can't give to the homeless, none of that. You got to dumpster dive. That's the spirit of Babylon the Great. It's by design that these people are wicked like that, not letting you take food home. Therefore, again, they're going to come in like they Superman with the money that they already have enough to give people now. It's just they want to do it and have something attached to it. And we're telling you what that attachment is, the mark of the beast. Okay? Let's see. As he famously put it, it made little sense to turn someone into first a thief, and then a corpse. So yeah, look at the spirit of that's how they did us by oppressing us, beating our heritage out. Now our immediate response is to be that of a thief, is to be that of a whore, is to be that of an unlearned, unwise individual, and just be a gangbanger or whatever, or just chase worldly gains, man. All right, just starting with the Israelites first and foremost. This is the spirit that we don't want to be in, but this is the spirit that this society produces, and we're about to see it on a whole nother level. You see, by design, how they're finna come with the crunch and make everybody a thief. The scriptures speak about that, invading one another. Nigga, that's the spirit of a thief. You're going to steal. That's what the Lord is going into. Why? Because of the lack of bread, because of the great tribulation, because they're going to take away your means to make money via robots, via this demon called AI. Okay? That's what it's all about. And they're going to turn everyone into a desperate state. Therefore, you hear the rumors of the universal income. Listen to the prophets. We're saying this is going to be in combination with the mark of the beast. They're firing everybody, losing their job. Everybody's fed up. Everybody's ready to take a handout. This is what the Lord is preparing us for. This is why we suck with Yahweh Shemal Shah, know what it feels like. And we understand the suffering, but the Lord does, he promised us we're going to eat. All right. So this is what this is about, this training regimen, because they're getting ready to come with it. Let's go down here. I mean, so it's pretty much the point, though. Let's see. And for centuries that followed, the idea of giving everyone free money remained nothing more than a philosophical, damn. And I'm pretty good reader, man. Philosophical shit, man. Salakia, man. I don't know, man. You know how these bodies do debate government. Government simply lack the administrative machinery to send cash directly to millions of people. That's exactly what we're talking about in relation to that's what I say often. I said that at my camp today that I held about That's your sign, Jake. If you don't believe us, cool. Watch for whenever they say this device is going to be inside of you, and without this device, you're not going to be able to buy or sell. See, prior to us having this Wi-Fi type of technology, this RFID type technology, and all the data centers that's going to facilitate everybody having it. What do you think these data centers are really about, my guy? Surveillance, hell yeah, but it's going to be about, managing basically that mark of the beast, that RFID microchip, that technology that's going to be inside of you, man. Government simply lacked the administrative machinery to send cash directly to millions of people. They lacked the technology. It's here now. But fast forward to today, and a massive technological shift and dusting off this 500-year-old idea is, yes, absolutely. So with the technology and how fast the Lord has let this technology take off, man, we're here. Look at what is happening in South Korea right now, and that's what I was reading about in an article concerning their them semiconductor microchips. So it's, y'all don't have to get too deep into it, but they're just talking about just more super chips, man. They're the word microchip. That's all you need to be worried about, for real. All right, the word microchip is a hot topic right now, and I saw that in an article about these new super micro semiconductors and shit like that, man. All right, semiconductor giants like Samsung Electronics and SK Hinks and are minting money from the AI boom. All right, so that's pretty much the point on all this, man. But like, I don't have to get into it, but the whole point is the idea, and it ain't really idea. We believe through the Spirit they'll try to pull it off. Now we know that the Lord is not going to let them completely pull out this new world order to its strength of functionality. He's going to come in the midst of that, of them trying to pull this off, man. But you can see that this is going to be a way that he's going to deceive the masses to taking that RFID microchip. It's going to be a way that he's going to make the people really, really depend on him. That's why this time of serving the Lord is very important, because the famine of the word is going to come, and you ain't going to hear these comforting words on a daily basis. You ain't going to hear it at all. And you got to have this truth in your heart. We not just saying that for y'all, we saying that for ourselves, man. We got to go through this too. We got children, for the brothers that got children, we got households and things, family members that we care about. We're in it too. It's just we got a little bit of faith, I guess. Faith of a mustard seed is really all that's required. But we want to have as much faith as the Lord will upon us, man. So this is 2 Corinthians and just a couple of precepts, but that's pretty much the point. Watch. That's why the Lord got us on the watchtower, and everything is lining up, man, perfectly. The MOTB talk, the wars and rumors of wars, the universal income, the things that happens when war happens, right? It's a bunch of financial changes that happens during times of war. It's all coming together. The state of wickedness upon the people, like the teen takeovers. Remember, they got to come in with draconian like measures, man. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. All these things is lining up, man. Okay, so 2 Corinthians 2:11, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. So we don't want Satan to get an advantage of us. Esau, Edom, we're not ignorant of the coming universal income in the device that's going to facilitate you being able to buy or sell. So remember that. Let's go to the book of Proverbs. 11:28, and it reads, he that trusteth in his riches shall fall. So remember, don't trust in the money, man. Don't trust in your ability to make it either, man. Trust in Yahweh Shema Hawashah, and and don't put the Lord in a box, man. The ways of the Lord are higher than ours. Just like our people will crash out about not being able to pay their bills. You see, their faith lies in money. Truly, it ain't it ain't the protection of the Lord. Meaning, nigga, you don't even have to pay your bills in order for and that's not what I'm saying. I mean, you don't have to have your bill paid. It's not about money. The Lord can provide without him giving you literal money, is the point. What I'm saying, our people want that money, and of course we know money is a defense, and we do need to pay these people. But It's the spirit of worshiping that. It's the spirit of trusting in that is what we're going into. So Proverbs 11:28, he that trusteth in his riches shall fall, but the righteous shall flourish as a branch, because we trust in Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah. You see, and let's go to First Timothy, the classic about money that everybody should know. First Timothy 6:10. For the love, not money itself, but the love, because some people will say that ignorantly, the money is the root of all evil. No, 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 no. The love of money is the root of all evil. Look at Eve. Why does she prostitute herself most of the time, man? For that money. Which, while some coveted after, they have erred from the faith. Exactly. People have erred from the fear of Yahweh Shema Hawashah because of the money. 2/3 of the nation of Israel, especially all of those in the industry, whatever industry, all the athletes compromised, the rappers compromised, the singers compromised, the actors, actresses compromised, the producers compromised. All right, the goddamn cameraman, we're gonna get you to all of y'all, like especially cameramans of filming porn and shit like that. Oh yeah, we're gonna get you too, cameraman. Yeah, you wicked too. Yeah. Just cause yeah. You cheerleaders, right? Yeah, I mean, all y'all, man. You know what I mean? Everybody in the industry, is wicked. Shit. The Lord wouldn't give you over to that. They have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows, and they're gonna feel the error of their ways. They're gonna feel the pain of their wicked efforts here pretty soon, man. When the Lord is constantly piercing them with the plagues of the great tribulation. This is what we're warning our people from, man. Hey, don't take that mark of the beast. Prophecy is speaking, and we're doing good, man. Like, so far so good. And we got to look at how far we've come, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, man. We've come a long way from waking up first time hearing the name Yahweh Shema Shah to, brothers, teaching at a certain level. The women understanding at a certain level to the point that they can teach their households, man, in righteousness, instruct their households, in righteousness, man. So I mean, it's pretty much the point, man. Stay prayed up, pray more, fast more, repent, confess your faults to one another, confess your faults to Yahweh Shema Shah. Pray the Lord grow you in your weaknesses. Pray the Lord maintain you in your strengths. Pray that the Lord don't remove the Holy Spirit. Pray that we're worthy to be pray that we're worthy to escape all these things that shall come upon the earth and to stand before Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah. We got to do these things on a consistent basis, man. I might do a lesson about that fourth quarter performance, man. This is the fourth quarter. We can feel it. So we got to be Jake and stay on fire and perform that miraculous fourth quarter performance, man. Jay love his sports and shit, obviously. You know what I mean? Because he's putting that shit in great dignity over the truth. But y'all like sports so much, watch the prophets in their fourth quarter performances, man. So with that, I want to give all praises, honor, glory, and fear to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah. Till next time, Shalom.